Can you hear me? I have been working all day long. Okay. I think we got it together. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Garth. How are you? Hey. Hello, hello, hello. I have been working very, very hard on this. Nia. Hello, hello. Second. So maybe it's your maybe it's your oh goodness. Just your Wi-Fi. Maybe your Wi-Fi is a little slower. Maybe Garth is on like that like shoom speed, you know? Thank you, Nia. I've been good. I've been working on the Chakras and Compatibility PDF all day. All day. Sending out, updating them, because I did tell y'all I would finish them today. And they are like 98% done, but I've sent out a few. And I am, for the first 50, I'm actually doing little love notes. So I was like, this would be cute for the people who have already signed up in giving them something like special. So, yes. Hold on, give me 1 second. And then I'll show you what I mean, okay? Like the love notes that I do at the end of the call where I tell you I love you, I love you, I love you. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send these to them because it is talking about dating. Hey, Reddy, how are you? If you read this, I'll sub. Hello, Blue Onion, how are you? If you are brand new to our channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smile. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 10:44 p.m. I don't know if you can hear me too well because I am doing laundry. And I didn't realize how loud that is. So let me know if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me okay? Yes, I love you, I love you. So yeah, when you get the Chakras and Compatibility, I am throwing that in for the first 50. So I've already spent most of my day doing love notes for the ones who've already bought them. But if you, I got about, I want to say, give or take 20 more left. Well, we hear you well. Okay, so you don't hear like the laundry going on in the background now? Do I speak Arabic? No, I do not. Hey, George, how are you? Thank you, Robert. And the Lord gave potatoes, and then we had potato chips. I just ate some potato chips, too. I finished them already, but I just ate some potato chips. Now I better. All good, George. Hey, Gregory. Hello, Emra. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 10:45 p.m. We would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us to like this live and also share it with a friend. If you are on your computer, no worries, just hit that thumbs up icon on your computer. And as always, we would love for you to subscribe. Help us get to 7,000 subscribers. Did you know that last night when we got off of here, we officially hit 6,502 subscribers. So that means that in 8 days, we gained an extra 500 subscribers. We are on a roll. So thank you to everybody who has joined us. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to our channel. and we are in our dating series. The title of it is actually Chakras and Compatibility. It is going to be a study guide. I am currently finishing up my love notes. So for the people who have already joined and have already bought, I've sent them some love notes. So I'm going to show it to you really quick. And I'm going to extend it. I said I have the first 50. So the first 30 have already gone. And they've gotten their love notes. And so I am updating this. I've got some crossword puzzles in here too. So if you like, oh, don't break it, Aysia. Okay, hold on. So we got some crossword puzzles in here, some notes, some zodiac signs, earth signs. So we talked about the different chakras and attachment styles, because you know we're always, that's one thing that I have not talked about on here, but I did say that I was going to talk about that. So I actually think I may jump the gun and talk about that tonight, because I think it is so important, and a lot of us do not understand the attachment styles. And so when we are coming into these relationships, we're not realizing the attachment style that we have. And then especially if you're anxious attachment and you are dating somebody who's avoidant attachment, or who is dismissive or disorganized attachment, and that is just not the best combination, because neither one of you knows how to effectively communicate. And so you'll be upset with them, they'll be upset with you, you'll blame them, they'll blame you. Oh look, the love notes. See? So when you join, I've been doing these all day. So yeah, it's been fun. So if you click the link in the bio, you will click the link in the bio, and then once I finish it, I will email it to you. Okay? So if you buy it tonight, you most likely will get it tomorrow, because I would have sent it, but I want to make sure that I personalize the first 50 so that you get a special. And then I'm leaving. I do want to, if you are new to our channel, then I was still gonna give you love notes, but I won't give you the extra notes that I would give you, like my Garth and stuff. Like there are some extra notes that I will give you on the within here too. So yeah, especially for my veterans who I know very well, I can send y'all little notes. But anyway, okay, hello. Let's read this chat. Hello, Emma. Good morning. My night was wonderful. How was yours? Hey, Alex. I am in Florida, so if you are brand new to our channel, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 10:50 p.m. I am in Jacksonville, Florida. You say cute girl, she ain't wearing no. Steve, you are silly. No, we are all natural over here. We've been natural for a while over here. And it does what it wants to do, as you can see. You know, it just is what it is. We're good though. So we would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us to like this live. If you're on your computer, hit that thumbs up and hit that icon, that thumbs up icon, so that you can like this live as well. Also, we would love for you to subscribe. I was just telling them that we reached 6,500 subscribers last night, and on Monday of last week we had just hit 6,000. So in a little over a week, we gained an extra 500 subscribers, which is crazy to me, and so I'm so grateful and so thankful. So we would love for you to subscribe and help us get to 7,000. Yes. We are also in our day 2 of our chakras and compatibility for October, for dating. It's a chakras and compatibility study guide for October. And I am finishing up the love notes where I am sending out personalized love notes to the first 50. So when you subscribe or when you purchase, it's $27. And when you purchase, you will be able to see our love notes. I just showed them. I'll show you in a little bit. But I do want to get through some of our regular, I normally say hellos. And then I did find a book. So we are going to read a book. The book is The 5 Love Languages. We're going to read a snippet of it, okay? So we won't probably read the entire book because the book is not a public domain book. However, they do have a couple pages that we get to read online, and so I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to read the ones to you that are available for public use, okay? Because we talk about love languages. The love languages are also in the study guide along with astrology. So if you are not, it's not for everybody. I'll put it that way. Our study guide is not for everybody. I want to say 21 and up. I don't want to do 18 and up. I would rather say 21 and up. It is for the older crowd. Okay, so that's one. And then two, if you are devout Christian and you don't like astrology or zodiac signs, then this study guide is definitely not for you. Okay. All right. Hey, Kevin. How are you, Kevin? Hello. Is it Blast? Wow, that's cool. Yay, Garth. Yeah. Where am I from? Florida. Why would I block you? That red top screams Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. When you get yours, Misfit, then I'll send you a special one. A special one. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Benita. Hey, Jason. Hey, homegirl. Oh, hey, Leah. Hey, Edith. Joshua. Well, you know, it's October. So technically, remember we talked about in October, we're so close to Christmas. We might as well just start playing Mariah Carey at this point. Hello. What I asked you, education was not good. What do you mean, Kevin? I don't know what that means, Kevin. I'm a streamer that streams every day. Hello, Elijah. We don't stream like that. Our moderators have to be on for an extended amount of time. We have to know everybody. Hello, Narinder. Hey, Wiley. Shout out to all of our moderators this evening so far. I've seen Wiley, Robert, and Misfit. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you see their names in blue, they are our moderators this evening. If you see their names in green, they are our membership members. And I think I did miss a membership member. Apologies. I know I seen it way, way back, and then I got sidetracked. And if I read all the names, oh, David. Hey, David. He is one of our members. Yeah. Hey, Gabriella, Alex, Emra. Yeah. I'll get in trouble if I read the whole chat, so I'm going to stop right now. They're going to get on me, so I'm going to listen tonight because we have plenty to get through. We have plenty to do tonight. Hello, Elijah. Okay. What I wanted to do was, I need to give you a poll question, yeah? Yeah. Hey, Kenroy. All right, I need to give you a poll question. I think the Chakras and Compatibility link is up in the chat for you to get, I think. You'll let me know if it's not. Hello, Ariella. Hey, Faith. Morant. Yes, I remember you. Hey, Maverick. All right. I think our stuff is up now. Shout out to all our membership members. Hey, Drew. Okay, now I can see everybody on a much larger picture. There we go. Good morning, Sanu. Jingle bell. I mean, hey, it's October. It's a good time. And normally, hey, Peter. Garth is like, yes, I need the poll. I know. I'm coming. Okay. Tis spooky month. Yes. Okay. Ooh, Dexter, that sounds lovely. What would you cook? Okay. Thank you. What are you talking about, Kevin? What is it that you're talking about? Hi, Steve. Let me see here. All right. Poll question is up. What are you apologizing for, Morant? You have a question. Okay. Is it okay to participate in Halloween as a Christian? So I've gotten both sides of that. When I was I'm spiritual, by the way. I grew up in church. And so when I grew up in church, we used to say, no, we couldn't do it because it was the devil's worship day, right? And then over time, you start to see that they're doing harvest. What do you call them? What do you call them, Wiley? Like trunk or treats and all that stuff, and we would do the other things. I still think it's the same thing. You can dress up and you can change the name of it. It's still the same thing. So it just depends on you and how you're brought up in your upbringing. Harvest Festival, thank you. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, Harvest Festival. But it's interesting. I'm glad you said that because that's how we used to think. Like, oh well, we can't do this, so we'll do another version of it. It's still, I'm not going door to door, but I'm still getting candle. I'm still getting candy. I'm still dressing up like something. So to each their own. I would say, do what makes you feel comfortable. Trunk or treat, right? Fall Festival, trunk or treat, do what makes you feel comfortable. Because as you get older, you'll start to see different things in a different light. But when I was your age, I wasn't allowed to do them. I don't think I I did something when I was very, very young. I think it was like maybe 4 or 5. I participated in a contest. And then here's the thing, like 4 or 5 I participated in a contest, and then I wasn't able to do anything, I guess, until about 14. And then we dressed up as like Christian characters. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we just did all the things except for the thing, so take it how you will. We find ways to dress up things to make it and give it a different spin, but it's always the same thing, right? Like a prophet and a psychic. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She needs to acquire a taste for mushrooms. God, please have her taste. Why? Ugh. Mushrooms? Okay, so I like this much mushrooms. I did put mushrooms on my, was it pizza? It wasn't today. It definitely wasn't yesterday either. But I feel like I had mushrooms. Maybe somebody else had mushrooms. I think maybe somebody had like a vegetable pizza or something, and I had mushrooms on it. As long as I don't taste the texture, I will chew it. He said, you did not see the paragraph I labored over to write the correct words, Wiley. Huh? I apologize if I have to go. I love your channel. I hope you have a good day. Good night, Morant. Good night. I stopped recently, maybe 2022, because my mom hates the idea, but now she's letting me go to a dance with my homeschool friends. So I was wondering why. Ah, okay. You are so welcome. Yeah. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Like if it makes you feel comfortable to dress up as a Christian character or, an angel or something, then do what makes you feel comfortable. Whatever you believe is what is true. Okay? And so that's what I would say to Kevin too. Whatever you believe, Kevin, is what is true for you. If anyone spoke to me, hey. Alpha by Alpha Woman. Hello, Isaac. Hello. I honestly speaking, look at this beautiful woman watching potion. Thank you, Lord King. How are you? I've missed a lot. If you did say something, you may have to write it again. Okay. Mustafa, I'm spiritual now. Great question. And so our dating series started yesterday, and we're actually going into chakras and compatibility. So one thing that I do think about often is the fact that, and I'll say this for myself. One thing I think about is that when I did grow up in the church in Christianity, we didn't talk about chakras, we didn't talk about astrology because it was deemed as bad, right? The tarot cards, the psychic readings, the palm readers, and all that stuff. We was like, no, you can't do those things because they're not good. Okay. And so now that I'm removed from Christianity, now that I'm more spiritual, now that I'm really taking time with God, with self, and realizing that God gave us so many different avenues, different things to try and to explore so that we could ultimately get to our purpose, I find it fascinating how much the zodiac signs tell us about the people that we are. And I mention that because the zodiac signs and the question tonight was about the attachment styles. And so if you are not associated with, or if you don't know the zodiac signs, and then you're not familiar with attachment styles, then you would find yourself in some predicaments, possibly, with some people not realizing that they are the way they are because that's their grounding, right? We have mutable signs, we have fixed signs, we have air signs, we have earth signs. And so if you're not familiar with how they are, just their intellect, how their upbringing is, just based on their signs, then you may potentially be with somebody who's not compatible with you anyway. But you wouldn't know this through Christianity, right? So I just think it's very interesting. Hey, gorgeous. Hello, Jesus. Not Jesus lives talking about tickling mine. You can't make this stuff up. Okay. All right. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have gotten off to a very interesting start. We are already 30 minutes in. I cannot read this channel, and I have got to keep it moving. I got to keep it moving. If you're brand new to our channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time. The current time is 11:08 p.m. Oh, you are a Taurus, Rugby. So, based on astrological signs and zodiac signs, we are not a match, actually, because I'm an air sign and you are an earth sign. And what is interesting about that is earth is very grounded in the way that you think, and you're very methodical, you are very analytical, you're very logical in your answers and how you come to a conclusion, right? And so air signs are very flexible, very free-flowing, and so we are more of, I can have the vision of it and I can see it in my head and I can have the feeling of it, and that's all I need. I just know it's gonna work because I have the feeling. And then a Taurus would be like, no, I have to physically see the thing. Like, I have to physically know that there are, because I see this can, then I know that there's a possibility that there are actual peanuts in here, right? That's where you are. Whereas an air sign is like, I can feel like I'm about to eat some peanuts tonight. I can feel like I'm about to have some cashews. I don't have to physically see it. I just have the feeling and the knowing that I'm believing that I can get the cashews, right? Whereas Taurus is like, no, I need to see what I'm working with. Like, there may not be any in here, but I can see the can. So because I can see the can, I know that there's a strong possibility that there are some in here. Does that make sense? All right. Where is he? I have no idea, Wiley. So Ben said, I don't think Zodiac signs someone water. That's fair. That is fair. Tell me, why do you say that? Tell me why you say that. Because even in the Bible, it says there was day and there was night. Most of our signs were built, most of the days and the nights were built around astronomy, were built around the planets. I'm Taurus. Chimunchies. Hey, Drax. Hello. Why would you, James, why would you say you're cursed with being a Capricorn? Capricorns are very smart. Very smart. What about a Libra? Libras and air signs are, Libras are air signs as well. And so air signs and air signs are compatible, yes. It's not 11:11 yet. Now it's 11:11. Yay! If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around at 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:11, so we are right on time. We've got some angel numbers or angle numbers, depending on who you ask. And we would love for you to double tap that screen. Wow, we are already at 56 likes. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a really good night. We are already at 56 likes. Help us get to 100 likes this evening. Also, help us to subscribe. Help us get to 7,000 subscribers. We are at, I want to say, when I clicked on this live, we were at 6,502, which is wonderful and crazy at the same time because we were just at 6,000 8 days ago. So here we are 8 days later, and we have gained 500 subscribers in a little over a week. So we are so excited about this. We are overjoyed, and we are so glad to have you come aboard and join us. All of the names in blue are our moderators. So shouts out to Wiley, shouts out to Robert, and shouts out to Misfit, who do an awesome, awesome job helping us regulate this chat and keeping it clean and keeping it healthy so that we don't get any extra unwanted guests, okay? Also, if your name is in green, you are on our membership. So thank you, thank you, thank you to that as well. As always, we always have a poll question, so don't feel obligated, but you can answer the poll question if you want to. Which attachment style are you? And you may not know which attachment style you are, which is okay because we're going to go over that tonight as well. We are in our dating series, which is day 2. This is very new for us. We normally don't talk about dating as it pertains to study guide, but I've created a study guide. So if you are interested in the study guide, you can click on the link in the description. And when you click on the link, I am doing personalized notes. And so as you come on and join us on the study guide, you will get your own study guide. It will be tailored to you. So it'll have your name on it, and it'll have some love notes from yours truly. And I'll show you a couple of pictures from the study guide so that you'll know what you're getting into. Enter at your own risk. It is called Chakras and Compatibility, from wounds to wholeness. It is also 18 and, well, I would rather say 21 and up. It's 21 and up because there are some things in there that we can't talk about here publicly. Okay? You're a Virgo. Okay, so why is it moving so fast? Is it on a timer? I don't want it on the timer. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Can I just move it that way? Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the guide. And so when you purchase, this is what you'll see. I am still doing all the personalized notes. So you will most likely get yours tomorrow if you purchase tonight, okay? Because I'm still doing all the notes, okay? And then you'll see affirmations. We talked about this last night, our affirmations. We've got some daily routines we've got in here. Our chakras. We've got some key terms, some crossword puzzles. I do love some good puzzles. Yes. And some notes. Zodiac signs, and we're going to go over all the zodiac signs. We've got some earth signs, fire signs. And so this is an interactive, so there will be parts of it that you'll have to fill in. And so we'll get on this tonight. This is the attachment styles. We'll talk about this tonight. We have moon signs, different phases of the moon. And so there are plenty of things in here. We talked about the masculine and feminine. That is also in here. And of course, everybody's favorite, who's compatible? What's compatible? What signs? Earth signs, air signs. Are they fixed? Are they cardinal signs? So all that is in here. And this is the love notes. So I do personalized love notes for the first 50 people who join. So, okay. So that's the study guide. And let's see here. So now we are going to, and then let me know if you have any questions. And we are going to read this book. We are going to read this book. The book for this month is The 5 Love Languages. And we've talked about love languages before. So, let me see. Where shall we start? Now, The 5 Love Languages is not a public domain book, meaning that this book is still under copyright. So there are parts of it that are available on Google that you can read, and then other parts that are hidden. So we're having to read this one a little bit, kind of jumping around a little bit, which is fine. So we won't be able to read all of it, but I wanted to give you a glimpse into it, okay? To answer those questions, the purpose of this not. Okay, I'm going to start on page 14. The answer to those questions is the purpose of this book. It is not that the books and articles already published are not helpful. The problem is that we have overlooked one fundamental truth. People speak different love languages. My academic training is in the area of anthropology. Therefore, I have studied in the area of linguistics, which identifies a number of major language groups: Japanese, Chinese, Spanish, English, Portuguese, Greek, German, French, and so on. Most of us grow up learning language from our parents and our siblings, which becomes our primary native tongue. Later, we may learn additional languages, but usually with much more effort. These become our secondary languages. We speak and understand best our native language, though. We feel most comfortable speaking that language. The more we use our secondary language, the more comfortable we become conversing in it. If we speak only our primary language and encounter someone else who speaks only his primary or their primary language, which is different from ours, our communication will be limited. We must rely on pointing, grunting, drawing pictures, or acting out our ideas. We can communicate, but it's awkward. Language differences are a part and parcel of human culture. If we are to communicate effectively across cultural lines, we must learn the language of those with whom we wish to communicate. In the area of love, it is very similar. Your emotional love language and the language of your spouse or partner may be different, as Chinese is from English. No matter how hard you try to express love in English, even if your spouse understands only Chinese, you will never understand how to love each other. My friend on the plane was speaking the language of affirming words to his third wife when he said, "I told her how beautiful she is. I told her I loved her. I told her how proud of her I was to be her husband." He was speaking love and he was sincere, but she did not understand his language. Perhaps she was looking for love in his behavior and didn't see it. Being sincere is not enough. We must be willing to learn our spouse's or our partner's primary love language if we are to be effective communicators of love. My conclusion after 30 years of marriage counseling is that we are 5 emotional love languages. 5 ways that people speak and understand emotional love. In the field of linguistics, a language may have numerous dialects or variations. Similarly, within the 5 basic emotional love languages, there are many dialects. That accounts for the magazine articles titled 10 Ways to Let Your Spouse Know You Love Her, 20 Ways to Keep Your Man at Home, or 365 Expressions of Marital Love. There are not 10 or 20 or 365 basic love languages. In my opinion, there are only 5. However, there may be numerous dialects. The number of ways to express love within a love language is limited by only one's imagination. The important thing is to speak the love language of your spouse or your partner. Seldom do a husband and wife have the primary emotional love language, or seldom do they have the same primary emotional love language. We tend to speak our primary love language, and we become confused when our spouse does not understand what we are communicating. We are expressing our love, but the message does not come through because we are not speaking what to them seems like a foreign language. Therein lies the fundamental problem, and it is the purpose of this book to offer a solution. That is why I dare to write another book on love. Once we discover the basic 5 love languages and understand our own primary love language, as well as the primary love language of our spouse, we will then have the needed information to apply the ideas in the books and the articles. And I'm going to stop there. Okay? An Aquarius is an air sign. And if you are just, hey Rico, hey Clarence, hey James, if you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:23 p.m. It is getting late. We have just finished reading the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman is his name. And this book is not public domain, so you can read a little bit of it on Google. Go to the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, and you're able to read about 30 pages or so, okay? And so that's what I'm reading right now. So now I'm going to read the chat for a little bit, say hellos. My snack for the night, I have not told you. You might have thought it was these. My snack for the night is Doritos Cool Ranch. I know that my godchild loves Doritos, so I got the Cool Ranch this time around. And let's read the chat. She read it. I love them. Can't make that up. Nia, come on. You seen that too, right? Rico's anxious. Is that what you're saying? 57. Double tap that screen. Like this live, especially if you are just joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, we do have merchandise, but right now I would like for you all to join us on our day 2 of our Chakras and Compatibility series. Where is yes. Chakras and Compatibility from Wounds to Wholeness is our study guide for this month. Last month we did September, we did self-love series, and this month we are doing our dating series. What does attachment styles mean? I'm so glad you asked, Draco. So attachment styles is the different styles of love that we are currently experiencing in our day-to-day, based on what trauma or childhood experiences you had in the past, is the way that you are bringing into the relationship that you're having now. So I'm going to go over those very, very soon. So hold tight on that. But we have 4. We have anxious attachment, we have avoidant, we have fearful avoidant, and then we have disorganized avoidant, okay? And then we have secure. So secure is you had the proper loving, the proper upbringing, the proper family dynamic, and so you didn't feel any strain in any way. So you are secure in your relationships. And so anybody else who may have had any trauma in their upbringing may be feeling like they were abandoned. And so when you come into a relationship, you come into a relationship with that baggage, and it shows into the relationship. And so sometimes you're dismissive, sometimes you're avoidant, sometimes when you are wanting to just be left alone, you may be with somebody who's anxious, and somebody who's anxious, like, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And if you're avoidant, you're like, whoa, whoa. And so it sets you and it triggers you in the opposite direction. So an anxious person is trying to be helpful, but in their helpful, they're causing more harm than good. And so it can spiral out of control over time because everybody's talking different languages. And then that also kind of plays into what we just read about love languages, right? So if you don't know what kind of love language they have, and then you may be different love languages from them, that also has that communication barrier that just keep knocking, keep getting, heads keep knocking and just not working out. Hey Muhammad, how are you? You want me to lower the camera? I'm already close. You don't want to. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. I feel like that's too close. You gotta have a certain headroom. Hello, Pavan. What is going on with this little piece? That's the only thing about natural hair. Natural hair just does whatever it wants to do. Thank you, Eileen. Okay, Nia. Okay, it's like what I'm seeing is a triggers out of purchase. Okay, so if you click on the, let me go to it. Bum, bum, bum. If you see, do you see on the description, you should see chakras and compatibility. If you click there and purchase it, I will send it to you tomorrow because I'm doing personalized. Especially if you get it tonight, I will add you in. I was gonna do the first 50, but if you click the link and purchase tonight, I will send you a personalized love note. And if you did not see the love note, hold on, let me show you the love note. Because I want to make sure I give everybody a love note. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. And hold on. Is that where I'm at? Hold on. There it is. I was like, wait a minute. Where am I at? So those will be personal love notes. Yay! So that's just the extra bonus. And, well, let me just show you. So we have affirmations in here. We have routines. We have chakras. And so it's interactive, so you'll fill in the information. as we go on throughout the month. Crossword puzzles, some word searches. We have some notes for everybody to take. Then we have the 5 love languages. We're on this, right? So we'll fill these in with examples. We could probably do this tonight in the anxious attachment. We can do both. And then zodiac signs, earth signs, air signs. Yeah, so I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a really fun one. And if you purchase this, it also comes with 2 Zoom sessions, okay? So we'll all get on Zoom together and we'll go a little bit deeper into our questions about dating. I actually have a relationship form that I actually built maybe about 6 months or so because I was going on dates, and I said, you know what, I'm doing it from a different approach. A lot of times when we go to date, we just date because, oh, they're cute, or we had a good time with them, or we were attracted to them. But when you are dating for something a little bit deeper, something different, right? Sometimes you need to look at things from a different perspective, right? Not necessarily always are they like a 10 out of 10? Are they, tall, dark, and handsome, right? There are some other qualities that are in there that are a lot more important than just looks, right? And so there's a form in here that really speaks to that, like, hey, what is it about that person that you vibed with? What was the conversation like? How did y'all did it flow? Was it easygoing? Were there spaces in it, right? What kind of date was it? Okay. So yeah. Oh, thank you for the gift. Any advice on how to make space to figure out a plan when you're in survival mode and feeling stuck in perpetual overwhelm? So that's a good question. So we talked about this a little bit last night as well. When you're stuck in survival mode, yeah, that's because I've been there. What I would say is you're gonna have to start to trust yourself, trust your gut, and do some of the things that you enjoy doing, because it's gonna help move the needle. I always say whatever's done in if you feel stuck in your physical, if you feel stuck mentally, you have to do something physically. So if you're in survival mode, there is something that you need to do physically to get you out of that, to move to the next step. So what is it that you're putting off? What is it that you are knowing that you probably need to do, but you've been kicking it down the road? I would say that's number 1. And then 2, to help move you through that, because it's probably something having to do with, you may be nervous, you may be scared, you may be fearful. If you feel it in your chest, that's usually fear. And so if you're feeling it here, what can we do to help give you more confidence to be able to move through that a little bit easier? Hello, Jose. Okay. I think I answered your question, Rico, okay? I think so. Let me know if you need more help, okay? I don't know my love languages. Oh, so we need to go back over love languages again, since we read the book, and then attachment styles. Okay, so we'll do both of those. All right, let's read this chat really quick. Let me jump down. Michael Wiley, currently reading. Yes. Okay, I'm way back. Look at those fingernails at the beginning of the love nose. Yes. Wiley and I was talking about that last night. It's like, look. Peter! Shouts out to Peter. Y'all, Peter is awesome. Peter is awesome. Peter's awesome. Introverted or childhood trauma, not ready to engage or overstimulate. James, are you all of those? Oh my goodness. Well, here's the thing. My goal is not to have you, even though it says 30-day transformation, my goal is to get you 10% better than you were last year. That is my goal. That is always going to be my goal, is to get you 10% better off than you were the year prior, okay? So we're not moving leaps and bounds. We're just a little bit day by day, a little bit day by day, a little bit day by day, a little bit day by day. Because it takes time to do this work. And so it won't happen overnight. But slowly but surely, when you start to see the things and hear the things and understand why you are the way you are and why you are moving the way that you're moving, it's going to help you in the long run. So you don't feel stuck all the time like Pamela was just saying, okay? So I'm so grateful that you all are here. If you are brand new to our channel or if you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:37 p.m. Garth said, knocking heads or boots have dim. I know. And so Garth, when I said knocking, and I was like, I can't say knocking boots because that's, whoa. I'm kidding. Okay. So if you are just joining us, like I said, double tap that screen. Help us to get to 100 likes this evening. We are so close. We are almost there. Let me charge my phone because I feel like I don't want it to die on us. Hold on. I was getting tongue-tied. You know, I was on a call today, and the lady said that same thing. She was like, I just can't find my words today. And now I'm like, me neither. Hey, Bassam. Hey, Michael. Okay, strawberries. Riaz. I am in Florida. Hey, Geography. Thank you, Henderson family. Hey, Philip. Okay, tall, dark, and handsome, but not too tall. We need to protect. Hey, Franco. I think you're an amazing woman, and I like you, and that's why I trust you. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, let's talk, Kevin. But you got to tell me. You have to be more specific, okay? Be more specific in what you're saying, so that I can give you a little bit more direction, okay? Hello, real me. Okay, I gotta start reading this chat because I'm gonna get. Oh, I'm at the bottom. Ah, amen. Amen. Okay. All right. So, can I open these? Because we do snack and chats every night. If you are brand new to my channel and you do not know, even in the description we call it snack and chats. My snack for this evening is Doritos. I know it's unhealthy. I'm going to eat them anyway. Yum. Okay. Mustard. Thank you, Wiley. Double tap that screen. Help us to get to 100 likes this evening and answer our poll question. Which attachment style are you? Okay, let me know which one first. Do you want me to go over the love languages first? Or do you want me to go over attachment styles? Hey, Zick, how are you? So which one's first? My favorite snack? Yes, Ms. Wiley is on it. I like these right now. I think my favorite is probably, well, I say these, but this is lightly salted. I like salted, actually. I love cashews. You see how big this can is, right? Cashews. And also I have I bought this. It's a raspberry something, but I stopped eating sugar 60 days ago. And so I bought it and I was like, Aysia, do you really need this? And I've been looking at it. But I was at it's a raspberry baguette, I think. I was at the French restaurant. And it looks so good. Is that what they call the French things? A baguette or something? And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then I bought it. Peter! Oh, thank you, Peter. Peter is always gifting us members. Thank you, Peter. And thank you and welcome to all our new members who are in our membership. Peter just gifted you all 1 free month of membership. So shout out to and welcome to our membership. Aubrey, Bobby, They're Just Jokes, Pamela, Emmanuel, Autotron, R1, Earl Taylor, Adam, and Lillian. Welcome. So if your name is highlighted in green, then Peter has just gifted you a membership. Wow, that is so awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Peter has been a blessing. That's why I'm wearing red, because it's Christmas. You get a membership, and you get a membership, and you get a membership. From Peter. Yay! Thank you, Peter. Okay. Usually I'd be like, I feel like that's a compliment, creepy girl. And it's October. I'm a bit spooky anyway, so I'm totally okay with that. Hello, Dirty Hero. So, just so you know, when Peter gives the memberships, I Googled this. YouTube automatically picks who it goes to. So there is no, it's just YouTube. However YouTube picks, he gifts it and then YouTube immediately picks the people. So that's how that works, okay? Hey, Levi. Thank you so much, Peter. All right, so I guess it's my choice because nobody said which one you wanted to do first. So let's go to attachment styles. Since we just read the book, I'll do love languages first, since that's top of mind, and then we'll go to attachment styles after that, okay? All right. So the 5 love languages. This is on page, for the people who already have theirs, this is on page 16. We have 5 love languages. The first one is words of affirmation. Basically, words of affirmation is when somebody says thoughtful things to you and makes you feel good. So it's like, good morning, beautiful. I love you. I appreciate that you packed my lunch today. Giving you compliments, giving you praises, telling you how special you are, how loved you are, how you are, how devoted you are. Thank you for raising our children. Thank you for doing all these things. So basically giving you a lot of praise, a lot of adoration. Ajit, I am 39 years old. So if you are just coming in, we are mostly millennials on this channel. I am 39. A lot of our subscribers are in their 30s. And so if you're younger older, no worries. You are more than welcome to stay. Just know that we do talk about a little bit more of a mature audience, okay? And we are currently in our dating series. So if you click the description, you will see our Chakras and Compatibility link, and you can purchase our PDF for that. And I will personally do a personal note, and I will send it to you tomorrow. And within that link, you'll get access to our PDF. And that's kind of what we're going over tonight. So right now we're talking about the 5 love languages. And from the 5 love languages, then we'll talk about the attachment styles. And we'll talk about the similarities in that, and also how they affect your dating life, okay? So a lot of the things when we talk about why we're not attracting the person that we want, you know, we're feeling very lonely, we're feeling vulnerable, we're feeling like we're just stuck because we can't seem to find that partner, right? You keep going home to the same house. It's, you know, this, you're eating the same meals, like the same things are happening each and every day, and you want something different, right? But in order to be able to call in the person that we want, because I've been there too, the only way we can do that is we got to figure out who we are so that we can call in the people that we want. And then, so once we figure out what our love language is, when we bring in that new person and we attract that new person, when we go on these dates, we know how to tell them how we like to be loved, right? And then we can even tell them about these love languages so that they can be, so that they'll know, and I'll know what their love language is. You'll know what my love language is, so we're not fighting and clashing, okay? All right, let's go back. All right. So give me some examples of love languages. I mean, words of affirmation. I'm late, Gen Z. Oh, I love that, Cairo. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Shout out to the Gen Zs. Okay, I see y'all. I don't know any of your language, but Riz does that. But shout out to y'all. I didn't realize we would get to an age where we're like, what does that mean? What? What? But here we are. It's okay. We're good. Chris, I see the future. Okay. Hey, Bruce. Okay. So words of affirmation is compliments. Beautiful words. Saying how appreciative you are of somebody. Giving them praise. Giving them adoration. Giving them, I love you. Thank you for doing this for me. Giving them like hyping them up. Like, you know, like hyping your best friend up, right? You got this, you got this, you so-and-so, right? Those thoughtful things that really help to get them to change their mood or get them back into their, you know, giving them more courage, giving them more confidence, right? Speaking life into them, okay? So that's words of affirmation. Then we also have, thank you, Guy. Oh, I love that. Okay, then you also have quality time. And quality time is just what it means, quality time. Quality time means, hey, I want you with me, okay? I want you right next to me. You don't have to be too far. Like, you don't gotta be right up under me, but if you wanna be right up under me, I'm cool with that too. But if we're in the same house, I just need to feel your energy, right? If we're having a conversation, quality time is me looking into your eyes, you looking into mine, yeah? Quality time is you playing video games on the couch and me sitting here reading a book. Quality time is me being in the vicinity of you, right? So we may not even be in the exact same room, but I know that you're around, okay? So that's quality time. Also giving undivided attention, creating focus, one-on-one time. What are you talking about, Ken Roy? We're not talking about me. We're talking about quality time, words of affirmation. that's what happens when you jump in on the end. You don't know. Anyway, double tap that screen. Help us to like this live. Help us to get to 100 likes. We are 885. We only need 15 to go. Hello, Louise. Thank you, Joshua. You like my t-shirt? Okay. So quality time is, I like to say, when you are in the vicinity of that person. My mother is very much quality time person, and she wants you to look her in her eyes when she's talking. You cannot be on your phone. You cannot be doing something else. You have to look at her. So some people like that deep quality time where they want your undivided attention, okay? So that's quality time. Then we have number 3. Okay, number 3 is receiving gifts. So those are thoughtful gifts that show that you love them, that show that you appreciate them. Maybe you write them little notes. And so all throughout the day, they find these notes through the house. I just wanted to say thank you for this or thank you for that. And so those gifts kind of go with that words of affirmation too. Or hey, I was just at the grocery store and I know that these are your favorites. So I just thought I'd pick some up because I know how you feel about them. Hey, I know every Wednesday they do a deal on, I don't know, they do a special on gardenias. And I know that yesterday you were talking about how beautiful that gardenia garden smelled when we walked past. And so I thought I would bring you some gardenias today, right? So it's bringing gifts where you've thought about and you heard what they said and you was like, you know what? I think they would like this. It doesn't have to be a very grand gesture. It doesn't have to be a really expensive things, but it are things that took time because they were things that you thought of, that they dropped along the way. And when they said it, they didn't mean it in that way that you were supposed to buy them something. But because you did, it made it that much more special. Wally said I'm quality time. Wally is very much quality time. Hey, Sean, how are you? No, don't trick, do not look. Hey, Benjamin. Hey, Kenneth. Shh, Garth. Shh. Listen, we're in our dating series. Listen, I'm trying to help them get more dates. Okay? 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 Hello, Kasimi. Hello, S. Hello, and we do have one. We're right here. Okay? So, the third one is receiving gifts. Are you familiar with the 5 love languages, Anne? That is what we are discussing tonight. Why are you? Don't be sorry. Never be sorry. Do I like Caucasian European? Did you just say the full name? Caucasian European guys. We do not discriminate over here. We do not discriminate. We are actually in our dating series. And so we are open to all types, okay? Hello, Trevor. How are you? Okay, so the 4th love language is acts of service. And acts of service is essentially taking something off my to-do list or off your to-do list, right? Like, hey, I know you were busy, so I just went ahead and folded the clothes. What? You folded the clothes? You washed the dishes? You washed the car? Right? You took care of things that were on my to-do list. Lightening my workload, right? Beautiful. You mowed the lawn. You did things that I normally would have done, but you took them off my list. And so that is so for people who are acts of service, that you did something for them, something physically you did something physical for them, and so now they're like, you know what? I like you. Okay? So it's performing actions and doing things for your partner to alleviate their workload, to lessen their load. And the last but not least, number 5, which is all the men folks' favorites. This is what they say is their favorites. Physical touch. Physical touch, okay? Physical touch means, and it's not always, I should have something to tell you, Mom. Oh, is she okay, Sean? Thank you, Lana. Hey, Jonah, my day is going well. How's yours? Your birthday is today? Oh, give me 1 second, Abdul, okay? Let me finish with physical touch and I'll sing you happy birthday, okay? Give me 1 second, Abdul. And then physical touch is holding hands. It is doing, massages. It is, maybe your hand on their shoulder, your hand on their knee. Physical touch is maybe me sitting up under you, right? Like I said, you playing video games and I'm right up under you on the couch, right? My leg on your thigh or something, right? Physical touch is just that human connection. The hugs, the hand holding, the kisses, the forehead kisses, right? Those physical connection points between two humans, okay? So that is physical touch. So it's not always necessarily like knocking boots, Garth, right? We're not always knocking boots. But physical touch is some type of touch, some type of connection, some type of warmth, okay? Can you see my nails up close? Do you see them? Thank you. Oh, I gotta sing happy birthday. Me. I think somebody had a birthday, right? Somebody had a birthday. Abdul. My name is Naheem. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Naeem. Do I drink coffee, Joshua? I do not drink coffee, no. The most I'll do is tea. I'm not a coffee drinker. I've never been a coffee. So here, I used to drink coffee until I turned 10 and they said it stunts your growth. I was like, now you tell me? Now you tell me I'm already 10. I stopped growing at this point. I'm done. And I just stopped drinking after that. So if you are brand new to our channel and you are just joining us, we have just finished talking about the 5 love languages, which is located also in our Chakras and Compatibility study guide. We are on day 2 of our dating tips for dating for October, and we are in our study guide. If you are wanting to purchase and get a copy or get your hands on the copy of our study guide, you can go to the description in our bio. It should say Chakras and Compatibility, and that is what I am reading from. It is an interactive guide, and so you can fill in the information as well. And when you finish, we also are going to do 2 Zoom sessions this month where we will go live on Zoom. So we're going to move from YouTube to Zoom, and I will answer your questions about the study guide. I will also give you any pointers or anything that you missed in here as well, and we'll answer any of your questions. Now, I will say that this study guide is for 21 and up. If you are 18, I guess you're legal and it's okay. My preference would be 21 and up because there are some things in here that are a little bit older. So, and then also, if you are a devout Christian and you're not into chakras and astrology, then this is probably not the study guide for you. So you don't have to worry about that. So if you don't like chakras, you don't like astrology, or you don't have to participate in this one. Okay, no love loss. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Oh goodness, I missed something. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. I forgot to say I've been here, but I haven't. It's okay, Nia. It's okay. Now available. Thank you, Wiley. Thank you, Wiley. Can you put the link in that chat, Wiley, for the guide, or no? I should have put it under my website. I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll put it under AsiaSmiles.com. Okay. And if you have not seen a preview of our study guide, I don't like that it does that, but I will show you a brief. So our study guide has affirmations in here. We have daily routines that you can do. We talk about the chakras and what each chakra does. So it's an interactive study guide, so you'll be able to fill in the blanks. We also have crossword puzzles. I love puzzles. Chakras and word searches in here as well. And we talked about the 5 love languages just now. We just went over those. And then zodiac signs. We talked about earth signs, fire signs, and the compatibility that you have between each sign. That is one thing that I did not get when I was going to church. And I wish we had known a lot of this stuff about astrology and zodiac signs and the differences in people, because we come across a lot of people in our lives, and so you're attracted to certain people that you may not be compatible with. And if you didn't know it, you would save yourself some time if you knew beforehand. That's all I'm gonna say. If you knew beforehand. Okay, so right now we are going to go to attachment styles, and this is going to be the next thing we're going to talk about for tonight. And then we'll go ahead and wrap it up for the night because it is already after midnight. Dang, time go by so fast. But you can purchase your copy. Talk about all the different ones. Oh, this is dating form. You're not supposed to see that. Okay. And then I do personalized notes. If you purchase tonight, I will add you to the list and you will get your own personal love note from me. Mwah. Okay. And you know I love my love notes. We do this every night anyway. What's your zodiac? If you're born in October or February. So if you're born in October, are you born in the beginning of October or at the end of October? So you have a birthday coming up this month then, yes? So right now we're in Libra. So we're in Libra, and at the end of Libra is Scorpio. Oh. And then the end of February is Pisces. Okay. Now let's go back to Okay. So now we are on the attachment styles. So if you answer the question, what attachment style are you? Let's see. Doritos, not Ruffles. Interesting. 24% said secure. That's higher than I thought. 39, I don't know. That makes more sense though. Okay. So the question of the day was, which attachment style are you? 25% said anxious, 12% said avoidant, 24% said secure, and then we had 39% say I don't know. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. Now, let's read these. Out of this trip. Thank you. Cool Ranch. I feel cool eating them too. Okay. So the four these are there are more than four, but these are the four main ones, okay? So the four main attachment styles is secure attachment. Secure attachments means that when you were younger, you had a really good childhood. Your parents were together. Well, even if your parents weren't together, you knew you were loved. You knew you were cared for. You knew that anything and everything that you needed was provided for you. And so you weren't necessarily lacking for anything. It often develops from consistent and responsive caregiving. So people in your life took care of you, loved on you, nurtured you, cared for you. So you knew that at any time you were taken care of. You had no need, you had no wants for anything, okay? No childhood trauma like other people would have had. Okay? You didn't have any crazy things happen to you in your childhood. Most likely, probably not in divorce or anything like that, okay? So the characteristics are, people with this style are comfortable with intimacy and independence. They trust easily, they feel secure in relationships, and they can set healthy boundaries, okay? So that is secure. Number 2, we have anxious attachment. So make sure you write this down. So the first one was secure attachment, okay? Secure was they're comfortable with intimacy, they're independent, they set healthy boundaries, and they're not worried about the relationship. They are secure in the relationship, okay? Hey, Jalen. Hope you feel better. Hey, Mike. Hey, Giannis. Hey, Hype. Thank you, Hype. Jay, am I a teacher? I feel like it sometimes. I would say more like a guide. My goal is to get you 10% better off than you were last year, okay? We go live each and every day, so to get you 10% better off than you were last year. Okay? Hello, Kayla. Hey, Shan. Transformational. All right. Number 2 is anxious attachment, okay? Anxious attachment. This forms from inconsistencies within your childhood, right? You never knew when your needs were going to be met. It may have been you had maybe problems in school, maybe problems at home, maybe you had abandonment issues, maybe you had what am I thinking? Maybe your parents divorced. Okay. Something traumatic in your childhood kept you in a state of panic, per se. And so you may have felt like you couldn't talk to your mom or your dad, or even both at certain times, okay? So that is anxious attachment. Now, the characteristics of this is you are craving closeness. So when you get into a relationship, you are wanting to be with that person. So if they call and you miss the call, then you call them back. Or if they don't call you, then you call them. Or if you haven't heard from them in a while, then you text them, right? So this is anxious attachment. Anxious attachment is you are always on edge if you haven't heard from them. You get anxious, you have anxiety, you are wanting to hear from that person, and you're thinking, oh, well, if I didn't hear from them and it's been 3 or 4 hours, maybe their phone got thrown in the lake. I'm being very extreme because I feel like y'all need this. Because anxious attachment can be a bit extreme. Or you are thinking that their avoidance, you're thinking that the reason why they haven't answered is because it's something to do with, it's not anything to do with you, right? You're thinking it's something to do with, well, maybe they're just working so much that they can't call me or something. So I can help them with this, or I can help them with that. Well, if they just call me, then I can solve their problems for them. Where that's not necessarily the case, right? So anxious attachment, you put scenarios in your head that are not there. So you'll call them, you'll text them, you'll send them paragraphs in their absence, right? They didn't call or they didn't answer your text. So you sent a text after a text after a text after a text. Let me know if any of that resonates with anybody. You don't have to. You just, okay, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. So if you haven't heard from them, you're sending all these text messages. They got the first one, they got the second one, they got the third one, they got the fourth one. They're just not answering. Okay. Okay. These individuals crave closeness but often fear abandonment. They may experience high anxiety in relationships, and they struggle with trust. So that stems from years and years of trauma from childhood. There are some major things that happen in their childhood, and usually childhood memories are not even memories necessarily that are very truthful, but they were such a deep emotional point of your life that that's all you remember. So when you go back and reflect, that's how you felt in that moment, and you stuck with that. And so because you stuck with that, you've carried that to every relationship you've done moving forward. And so now if you don't hear from somebody in a certain amount of time, a day, 2 days, you are, what's going on? Are they okay? Did their mom die? Did their dad die? Like something crazy must have happened because I haven't heard from you. But the difference is men and women are very different. Okay? Men and women are very different in that way. They don't necessarily want you up under them like that unless they are. They like to pursue you. Anxious attachments don't realize that they become the pursuer. In your effort to make sure that they're okay, in your effort to be to not be abandoned, you are chasing them. And so now you have switched roles, okay? And so now they're running from you because you are chasing after them. So that is one thing that you will have to be mindful of as an anxious attachment, right? If in fact they have not answered in a day, it's okay. If in fact they haven't answered in 2 days, it's okay. 3 days, it's okay. They're probably not your person. And it's not going to help you to make them your person, right? They're just not your person, okay? But if in fact you are an anxious attachment style person and you are dating somebody, now that you know, you can be more aware of it. And then also when y'all have the conversation, you can just have the conversation about like, hey, I would like X, Y, and Z, right? if you're not gonna so and so, right? And you can have those conversations. If they apply, if they listen to you, the great. If they don't, then that's where you know that that's not your person. Because most oftentimes if you're in a healthy relationship, the person that you like will communicate with you, right? Even if they don't necessarily feel the need to do all that, they will do that for you because that is how you are, right? They'll say, hey, I know I'm not going to be home until 6 o'clock, and I know that may bother him or her. So I'm going to go ahead and text him at 5:45 and say, hey, I'm not going to be home at 6 o'clock. And just give them the heads up, right? Just give you little texts or calls throughout the day, right? But that takes a special someone to do that, okay? But that is anxious attachment style. You call me connection 24. Guard. What do you focus, guard? Focus. Okay, Peter. Okay. All right. Okay, so the third, we're on 3, right? Okay, yeah. So to wrap up, anxious is emotional hunger. They are living in a fantasy, so they're hoping and wishing for things that aren't truly there. They are lacking nurturing. And so what's interesting is the anxious attachment style people will say that, and we're going to get to the avoidance in a minute, will say that he just switched up on me. Like he just disappeared and he just did this and that. But the interesting thing is that the anxious attachment people are more so sometimes the people who are more erratic. They're the ones who were not sure what kind of person you're going to get because they're anxious all the time. So the secure ones, you already know what you're going to get. So if you're secure and you go with it in an anxious attachment, you'll be like, I don't know why they're doing this and I don't know why they're doing that. But it's usually self. So we got to check in with self, okay? Because anxious attachment has a lot of trauma that has to be dealt with, right? So that's anxious attachment, okay? All right. Next one we have dismissive avoidant. Hey, walking tall. How are you? Okay. So next we have dismissive avoidant. Okay. This is okay, so how this became about is you have developed emotional unavailability and you became self-reliant. So it could be that you may have been the type that your mom worked 3 or 4 times, 3 full jobs or something. Maybe you had a death in the family, and so you had to step up and be that role, right? Maybe your dad died, your mom died, and so you grew up a little faster than normal, right? So you became self-reliant, self-sufficient early. Okay, so this is dismissive avoidant. People with this style value independence. You may struggle with emotional intimacy because you didn't have it when you were younger, right? You grew up like, I'm by myself. Like, I'm scared, but I just got to make it through because there's nobody around here to take care of me. So I'm just going to suck it up and do what I need to do, right? So when you get in situations where somebody wants to, like an anxious person wants to be with you, you're like, whoa, I've never had that before, right? Because I grew up by myself. I grew up doing this on my own. And so now you want to come up here and you want to be with me. I'm like, I don't know. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Right? That's just too much. I wasn't raised that way. So you're coming on a little strong. Does that make sense? Y'all laughing at me. Oh, you doing too much. Hey, Nikki. Big to the room. Like, well, look. Speak to the hand. Listen, well, you do it too much now. Come on a little strong. Come on a little strong, okay? They often avoid deep connections and can seem distant, right? Because they've never had the connection, right? If they were sad, they couldn't snuggle up to mom. They couldn't snuggle up to dad. They couldn't tell anybody about their issues. There was nobody there, right? They may have, they just had to do it on their own. And so, or it could have been a large gap in between, in between like the oldest and the youngest, that kind of thing. So they were basically by themselves, or they felt like they were by themselves. They felt like they had to do this alone. Maybe they had older parents, so they were taking care of them, right? So there's that distance there, okay? I'll be in and out, but I'm always listening. All right, Nikki. Okay, beautiful. Hello. So if you are brand new to our channel, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:22 a.m. We have surpassed 100 likes. Yay! I've been talking so much, I missed it. Thank you. We are at 118 likes. So yay! And then don't forget to answer our poll question. What attachment style are you? Now, if you have been listening, we are about 3 out of the 4 attachment styles in. And let me know, have you listened? Have you heard which attachment style you are? Let me know, do you resonate with anything that I'm saying? Or are you still kind of on the fence? Does any of this make sense to you? Do you have any questions? Also, let me know in the chat, okay? And if you want your own copy of our Chakras and Compatibility PDF, you can click the link. I believe that, I think I pinned it. Did I pin it? I think I pinned it. I think Wally put it in the chat a little while ago. And if you purchase it tonight, it's $27. If you purchase it tonight, I will send you a personalized love note from Mwah. Hello, Marcelo. Thank you. Hey, Ken Ray. Okay. So to wrap up dismissive avoidant, they like isolation, they like ambiguity, they're ambivalent, and they're emotionally distant. So if you were to, let's say you're an anxious attachment style person and you like hugs, right? You like, if somebody has something happen to you, you want to be hugged and you want to be coddled and you want that attention, right? Whereas the dismissive avoidant, if they have an issue and they have a problem, you're going to want to hug them. They want the opposite. They don't want to be touched. They don't want anybody around them. They want space. So if you are having, remember we were talking about love languages, right? So let's say your physical touch, your quality time, and they're avoidant. In that moment, they don't want that. They want the opposite. Don't touch them. Don't do it. Let them have their space. Let them have their moment. Let them go take a walk. Let them go drive somewhere. Give them their space, okay? All right. Next up, we have number 4, fearful avoidant. Nikki said yes, space. Next, we have fearful avoidant, or it can also be disorganized attachment, okay? Secure and surprisingly some anxious attachment. Yeah. Okay. Fearful avoidant or disorganized attachment, okay? All right. This comes from being frightened or having an unpredictable childhood. You may have had really confusing or conflicting responses in your youth to caregivers. Maybe you were abused as a child, right? So the last one, you were by yourself, you were raised by yourself. Maybe in this one you were abused by somebody, or somebody who was supposed to take care of you, right? Continuous abuse, or you had some abuse, some neglect, right? So it was very inconsistent in that regard as well. So you have essentially like a mix between avoidant and anxious, okay? So you're kind of like Listen, I don't know if I'm going or coming. It's been a while. Hey, Frankie. That's me. Okay. Okay. This style is a mix of anxious and avoidant traits. Individuals want closeness, but are also fearful of it. It's often linked to trauma or really chaotic caregiving. Okay. I'm giving you love. I'm giving you some love, Nikki. So yeah, so you're a mix of both. So you're like, oh, I want you, oh, but don't bother me. Yeah. Mixed feelings, a lot of childhood trauma. I'm still like, hey, listen. And so that's the thing. As long as you keep going, there are some words to. Yeah. I'm not gonna go too deep tonight. I'm not gonna go too deep tonight, but yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jay Manson. How are you? Sending you love, Wiley. Sending you love, Nikki. So yeah. So fearful, avoidant, disorganized attachment is the mix between avoidant and also anxious. So there are times where you feel okay, you feel safe in a moment, and then there are other times like, whoa, I don't know what's going on. I need to recenter. So your person in your next, they're going to have to be able to really work with you. And so you're going to have to be open in your communication, open in your love language, knowing them and telling them what it is that you want, telling them the things that you require of them, right? And also you're going to have to work on your boundaries, work on how you receive people and how you show up in relationships, right? Because not necessarily is it always them at this point, right? It could be, sometimes it may be more you than them, but knowing that is going to be is a good thing, because at least you'll know now moving forward. Yeah. Okay. So to wrap up fearful avoidant, it is that internal struggle, that internal conflict with self, very unpredictable, dramatic, and that I can't read that word. Ambivalence. Thank you. Ambivalence. Hello, Avro. Marcelo. Hey, Marcelo. How are you? Okay. What are you talking about, Matt? I'm gonna act like I didn't see that, Matt. You're scary like you're what do you mean, Ivan? Hello, Adi. No, you were wrong, Matt. Thank you, Nikki. I need more. What do you mean, Jay Manson? If I expose my truth, people's perceptions of me change. So I would say, when you are, this is why we are here, so that we know what we're dealing with when we step into new relationships and we're dating. That's why I say when you date, have fun. Because we already have enough baggage, right? We already know what we got on the inside, right? But when you're first dating, just have fun. Enjoy the date, and you need to let yourself relax because you have all this stuff just pent up and bottled up, and you've been holding it, right? I want you to have more fun because I need you to bring that childlike side of you out. And the more childlike side of you comes out and the more you have fun, the more you're able to let your guard down. And then so we can start to heal those things, right? But we got to start with just enjoying ourselves and having fun in our own skin. Because a lot of us are adults and we think we're having fun, but we have no idea who we really are. We've been hiding and pretending and showing a representative of us for so long, we don't even know who we are. We don't even know what we like. We don't even know who we like. We're just dating people because that's what we've been dating. But we've been dating our trauma. So anytime that you've been dating somebody and you're like, oh, why does this always keep happening? And you always date the same guy. They look a little bit different. They got a different name, but they all look alike. That means you're dating your trauma. Mm-hmm. Yes, geography, I have a snack. Get silly. That was a good song, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, as we go on, we'll talk more about dating and the way we should date. A lot of women, we tend to date one guy at a time. That doesn't work for us. Because if you're anxious, you're avoidant, you're attached, you are getting attached to one person way too fast. It's too fast. And so by dating multiple people, this does not mean you're intimate with everybody, okay? You can date multiple people. You can have multiple conversations with multiple people. You don't have to physically do anything that you don't feel comfortable with, right? But you can have good conversation with multiple people. You're able to let your guard down. And so that way you're not dumping all of your anxiousness, all of your avoidance on one person, okay? That's why we're opening ourselves up to having fun and dating multiple people. So you're spread here and here and here and here and here. And so if person A doesn't call you in 24 or 48 hours, you got here and here and here and here that are talking to you. So you're not stressed about this one over here. You may like this one over here, but because you're getting other attention elsewhere, it's not as problematic, okay? So that's why we're dating multiple people, okay? All right, any questions? It is 12:34. I don't want to leave you, but it is late. We have to work in the morning. We have a lot of things we need to do. Don't forget to get our chakras and compatibility guide. I think the link is in the description. If you purchase it tonight, I will send you a personalized love note. And let me show you the... Hold on, let me show it to you first. Shout out to Cool Ranch Doritos. You're still good after all these years. Okay. Hey, Jaguar. Who are you? Okay. So, when you purchase the guide, Chakras and Compatibility, just know that this is for 21 and up. If you're 18, preferably 21 and up. And then if you are big into Christianity and you don't do chakras and astrology, then this study guide will probably not be something that you would agree with, so you don't have to purchase it, okay? This is Chakras and Compatibility study guide. You have different routines in here. We're going to talk about, it's an interactive, so you'll fill out the information. And so we will touch on this every night for the next 30 days. We have crossword puzzles and games in here so that you can get yourself acclimated to the words that we're using for chakras and zodiac signs. We have some word searches in here. We talked about this tonight, our 5 love languages, words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. We got notes. We have zodiac signs. You will fill out the names of each zodiac sign. You have earth signs, fire signs, air signs. So all those are the different zodiac signs that we have out of the 12 zodiac signs. We talked about this already. This is what we just talked about. The 4 attachment styles. It is interactive, so you would fill out the names of each one. And then, let's see here. We talked about this a little bit a couple nights ago. Healthy versus wounded feminine and masculine energy. That is in there as well, because that still goes to our dating. The goal is to get you 10% better than you were last year. We're going to talk about the compatibility, the different signs and who's compatible with what. Who's compatible with who, is air sign or fire sign or water sign or earth sign, who's compatible with each other. And then, of course, I will be sending you, if you purchase tonight, I will be sending you yours tomorrow with a love note from me personally. Okay? All right. Same. Hey, Alvin. Hey, Lucifer. I do really have fun. It's just like telling the truth hurts. But if I lie, you're farther around. And certain signs just don't do well with lies, right? Gemini. It don't work. It don't work well for me. It does not work well for me at all. So here I am to tell you the truth. Hello, Lions. How are you? Thank you, Rock Squad. All right, Wicked. Hey, Danny. Any other questions? Let me jump over here so I can read a little bit faster, cause. Good night, guard. He said there's nothing you can do it. Good night, guard. Okay. Hey, George. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, I love Rock Squad. I think they're oh, cool. Okay. So any questions? Did I get everybody? Did I miss anything? I think that's it. Okay, cool. All right, well, I guess that's it. I don't see anything else. Thank you all for joining us. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time, hey Jeffro, the current time is 12:40 a.m. So we're going to wrap it up for the night. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Oliver. So we would love for you to like and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we do go live. And the last 5 live streams that we have done, you can go back and watch ad-free, meaning there are no advertisements on them. We are a monetized channel, but good for you. The last 5 live streams, we do not put any advertisements on them, so you can go back and watch them at your leisure, but you got to go back and watch them this week. There are no ads on them at all, so you can do that. And generally they're anywhere from 90 minutes to about 2 hours. So go back and watch those, because we are in our Chakras and Compatibility series. So we would love for you to go back and watch those so that you can keep up with us each and every day while we are in our study guide, okay? Thank you, Chosen. I appreciate that. Hello. And as always, keep smiling, keep shining. You got this. Dreams come true, not free. You just need a little bit of elbow grease. I love you, 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 I love you. And there is nothing you can do about it. Remember, your homework is always the same. Tell yourself, I love you for 1 minute in the mirror. If you do not have a mirror, make sure that you go to your phone and turn it to camera facing just as I am talking to you, okay? Tell yourself, I love you for 1 minute in the mirror or on your camera phone every single day. It may feel weird, it may feel cringy, you may even cry. Do it anyway. All work works. It either works on you or it works for you, but it works. Okay? And one more thing. I want y'all to put some green hearts in the chat for me. Green hearts in the chat for me. We're going to do something special starting tomorrow night, okay? Just remember, green hearts. Okay. All right. I love you. Bye. Thank you, Jaguar.